Hello, I gotta find me. Won't never show up. Hey Dee, how are you today? Squirrel rate. I said it for you, Dee. I haven't found my live yet. There I am. Now I can see who's here. I can't see on my phone for nothing. Now I didn't turn the volume down. Okay. It said there was 4 waiting. Who have I messed up here? Sandra and Dee. Okie dokie. Hey, Gracie. So good to see you and Michelle and Sandra. Hey, sweetie. I said hey to you, didn't I? Names pop up and I'm just like, let me see some. Hey, Amanda. How are you tonight? Yes, new haircut. Thank you. Hey, Miguel. Hey, Pam. And Terry, hey, y'all come on in. And if you will, hit that thumbs up. And Nancy and Leela and Lisa and Janelle. I'm just going down through here. And Sagittarian 1955 Tina. Am I right? Please. Hey, Tammy. Flower Crochet Creations, aka Tammy Twyford, I hope. I hope I said that right. Hey, Laura. Well, thank you. Hey, Melba. How are you tonight? Well, thank you. Thank you. Crafting with Jeannie. Hello and welcome. Welcome in. Yay, hon. I'm so. Hey, VJ. How are you? Thanks so much for coming. And Crafting Adventures with Amy. How are you doing tonight, hon? Thanks so much for being here. If y'all don't mind and hit that thumbs up, I would appreciate it. And Ellie, hello. No, my memory's not good at all. Proverbs 31. Jenny, I hope. Y'all, I sat down and remembered that Roman with Rover. Well, hello. I don't think I've met you before. Oh, great. I'm so glad. Oh, but I sat down tonight and remembered I had not taken my little pink book that I always keep, my little notebook. It's still back there in my suitcase, my luggage that I took with me. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Paula. Katie Bear, how are you doing tonight? Well, thank you. Hey, Laura Lee, how are you, hon? And welcome. And Susan Romanelli, hello from Kansas. I don't know if I knew that's where you were from, Susan, but so nice to know that. I try to remember sometimes where people are from. I'm doing good to remember names, so, But every now and then, places stick in my head easier than names do, so you never know with me. Let's see, I've still got this on top chat. Let me put that on live so I'll be. Hey, Cynthia Music, how are you doing? Thanks so much for being here. And Julie Woolly Knits and Paula Lines. Isn't there another Paula here? Or Paula Lines was that? Did I say hey to you and just. There's a Pam here. Okay, yes, Pam F. She's always here. So happy to have you. I get mixed up, y'all, and y'all know that. I'm gonna quit apologizing, though. I catch myself just apologizing and apologizing. And, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all I'm sorry for all the mistakes I'm gonna make, and we'll go from there. Oh, goodness. Joanne Barnes, hello. Well, thank you, Julie. I went Friday morning and well, Cynthia, I'm so nice to meet you and so happy that you're here at the live. I love having new subscribers. And y'all, I haven't said anything about it. Of course, all I've done, I'm moving y'all over, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to move you back this way. Yeah. Because Friday, I believe it was, I hit 2,400. I don't always say a lot about the numbers that I am, but oh, thank you, Joanne. I just went and Mr. Knott's like, I come in and I say, well, do you like my hair? Yeah. There is two Paulas here. I knew that there was another Paula, Paula Lyons, and Paula Farrell. Paula what? Farrell. If I'm Farrell. Not going to try it again. Well, Terry, you go ahead and work and lurk all you want to. I'm so happy you're here. Okay. Maybe I haven't missed anybody else here. Leela, hey, I said hey to you, didn't I, sugar? I hope. What are my congratulations on? Oh, thanks. 2,400. If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. I've lost it, y'all. Oh, me. Hey, Jack, sweetheart, how are you doing? I told y'all I don't have good sense. I sit and tell y'all one thing, and then 2 seconds later, I'm like, oh, what is it? I didn't think about congratulations on it. I am so happy, but it's not me that's done it. It's all of you coming and joining me, and that's why I always try. Mary, if I said hey to you, hon. And Teresa Hart, hello, sweetheart. How are you? And Lisa, I think I said hey. I may have to turn this air back on over here. Hey, Joyce Campbell, and welcome in. Yes, I just, my mind didn't even think about a congratulations for that. I was really happy because that just means I have more friends, and I just appreciate all of y'all so very much. At first, I thought, you know how numbers will go up and down and up and down. So when I hit 2,400, I thought, well, we're going to, and it still might. I'm at 2,407 or 6. I looked so fast I didn't. Hey, Gina, how are you tonight? And Chris, welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. And Michelle, Nana Michelle, did you slide in here and Nana's Crafted Corner, Donna, welcome, and hello, hello. Thank y'all all, and Mama Cheeky, I about missed you, hon. Yo, she's in the ads. Oh, okay. I'll try to think to remember. I am going to have to turn this air back on. It'll be loud for a minute. Hopefully it'll not. I usually have it on, but I cut it off and I thought, well, that feels comfortable. I won't have to have the air on tonight. After sitting in here a minute, I'm going to have the air on. Angel, hey, no, you're not late. Not at all. Go, I love boiled peanuts. I love them. I know, Miguel. I wish we flew out to Dallas, Mr. Knott and I, Wednesday. Got there Wednesday afternoon, and time we got from the airport, we had to go by and do all the paperwork for the truck we were picking up, and then time we got back from that place to the room, and we had not eaten, and we had to find a place to eat, and of course we were all stuck there just not knowing where we were and what was going on. Got an Uber, real nice lady came, and we got around and got to get something to eat at least, and get a few things to drink. Amelia, hey, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank y'all all for being here tonight. Well, uh, I was telling after we got to Dallas, Fort Worth, we stayed in Fort Worth because that's where the truck was. So my cushions are coming. Excuse me there, y'all. Let me get back up here where I feel like I can see. I would have loved to just stop by and saw everybody. I'm going to show you the new yarn just a minute. But we got the truck Thursday morning and we drove straight back to Georgia. So it was a long ride. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Years ago, all of our drivers used to complain about driving out from Georgia out to Texas and on. We used to go, they'd go through Texas on up to Colorado and places like that. And they always would talk about how bad the roads were and how it was always, hey, Daigo, welcome. And how the bridges never line up with the rest of the roads. Well, I hadn't been out that way in 10 or more years, probably 11 or 12 years. So we got in the truck, and was a 2022 Peterbilt, any of y'all that knows about trucks. Hey, Katrine, how are you, hon? And Cynthia King? Well, lurk away. I'm just so proud you're here. Hey, Trisha. I hope you're feeling better. But anyway, bridges still do not line up with the rest of the roadway, and the truck, being a new truck, drove fairly well for if any of you've ever known about a tractor trailer bobtailing. It's not the smoothest ride, even in the best air ride seat and cab you have. But I was hurting so bad. We hit, and even in Alabama, goodness me, they were still just boom, boom, you're hitting it. I was in an air ride seat too, in the cab's air ride and all like that. And I hurt so bad. We got back after midnight, Friday morning, Thursday night, whatever. And so Friday and Saturday, I wasn't worth nothing. But hi, Enid, Inherited Stitches. Hey, Jan, Alaskan Crafter. And who'd I miss up there? Everybody else? Well, hello, everybody in the chat. Laura wants to see yarn. So, I'm going to show y'all some yarn. And I hate to even show this because this is discontinued yarn. But I'm making, let me show y'all what I'm doing with my daughter's blanket. This is the correct way. I'm coming up. It has gotten up to there. And this yarn right here, all of the rest of it, well, I threw in, this color down here, the Cabaret, is Pima Cotton from Line Brand. And the rest of this is Cascade Avalon yarn, which is 50 cotton and 50 acrylic. But I had bought that 100% organic cotton that was from Virginia that I showed y'all back a month or more ago. And this color was supposed to be, it was called daffodil, but that's the color it was. So I thought, I'm going to just put that in that blanket because to me it looks green. I don't know what does it look like to y'all? Looks like it's got a green in it to me. So anyway, there's no rhyme or reason with the colors. She said she wanted something colorful just to put whatever I wanted to in it. So that's what it is so far. We got back up to we're doing the lavender again. I've got more of the lavender. This is a different blue than that blue, but I had, I think, 3 of these darker blues and just one of this sky blue. And I've got the coral, the yellow, and the lavender as what I've got the most of. So I'm sticking colors in between all of that. But that's what that's gotten to. But I went back to the Michigan Fine Yarns. Is that what I told you the name of this place was? Oh, goodness me. Michigan Fine Yarns, right. And they had that lavender lilac or whatever color name it is. They've got still several of those, but I had bought a bunch of it, so, but they had a color that was medieval blue, and it looked like a navy, and I thought, ooh, that's going to be too dark to put in that blanket, but I decided to order it, and it is navy-ish, but it's a beautiful navy color. And this is what it's, Cascade Yarns Avalon, and it is a discontinued yarn. But this yarn is so pretty. It's a chainette construction, and it is, I don't think y'all can see that. It's a number 4 weight, and there's 175 yards on each hank, and it's machine washable, tumble dry. And the rest of these yarns I put in there are machine washable and tumble dry, so I made sure of that before putting them together. But I went on and bought some of these, and they had this, it's just called Blue Multi. This is the Avalon also. They had some of these multicolored, and I bought a couple, well, I bought 3 of these. Well, y'all know what I do when Hey, Edna, welcome in, hon. Hey, Doris. I don't want to let anybody scoot by here too fast, but hello to everybody coming in. Joanne, hello. Thanks so much for being here. But anyway, I thought these were so pretty together. So I went back, and they only had one more of this blue. So I bought it, and I bought several more. I forgot 3 or 4 of this dark blue. Because I still have red and turquoise and some other color out of this same yarn. I normally don't like working with 4 weights that much, but I decided I like this yarn well enough to do it. Oh goodness, but that's, I do have some more, and I bought some more. They have several different of the multicolored yarns. Well, they didn't have several of each of them, but I bought at least one of the ones that they had because I'm just getting up stuff where I can throw my middle son. Hey, Maribel. Uh, my middle son had said that he and his wife would see. I gave them all a blanket 2 years ago, so I can't bombard them with blankets that often. But if I leave a year in between, they're fine. Like, hey, we could use another, throw or blanket or whatever else. So that's what I got there. I don't have a lot tonight, but I did think I just love that Avalon, and it just made me sick when they discontinued that because they had so many beautiful colors. And then the multicolors that they have of it, I had not seen them until, well, I saw just a couple of them. I had not seen all the ones that I found up here at this Michigan Fine Yarns. This is a store that I told y'all about a month or weeks ago about how that they had been growing and the lady's mother had been her inspiration, and now they were moving to a bigger hey Amy Long, welcome to a bigger place now that they had grown so, because they had started after the pandemic, they started doing online sales and it really had taken off. So they've had this yarn evidently and had not sold it. So they had this yarn that's actually discontinued now. So, but I was proud they had it because I had really not been able, I had found some like one or two hanks here or there, and of course they wanted way too much. And I had just not bought any more. I had several of that purple and yellow. I had those two to begin with and started looking for more, and then right after that's when I found out they had discontinued them, and I thought, well, maybe they just discontinued those colors, but no, they discontinued the yarn. So I wasn't real happy with that. But then last week, well, this came in, I don't know, a week or so ago. Michael's had, I don't ever, the Michael's that's closest to me, either one of them, there's two places, but from where I live, they're both from, you can get there 45 minutes, so I don't. Hi Alyssa, how are you? And HD and Rachel, hello and welcome. Thank y'all so much for being here. Hazel and her mama and sister and daddy now are all over the COVID. Thank you so much for asking. But Hazel now has a cold. She went to school 3 days last week and got a cold. So I've got to go keep her tomorrow. My daughter and her husband have a frozen embryo that they're gonna try. Well, they're not gonna try. They're gonna implant tomorrow if everything goes all right with it, and hopefully Hazel will have a little sister or a brother because they really want another one. So, because Anna's oldest one's 13, my oldest granddaughter. So Hazel's 2 now, so it would work out great. This one and Hazel would be right at 3 years within a few weeks of each other, 3 years apart. So I think it's time that they go ahead and hopefully with this one they have good luck and everything works out. So if y'all don't mind, keep them in your prayers that if it's the Lord's will, it's all I can say, that they'll have another one. But Michael's had sales going on, and they had, I think they must have had for me to go on and buy some more of this. They must have had this like 20% off, and then another 10 or 20% off of your total sales. It was an online thing, I believe. So this cream cotton, that's the loops and threads. That's from Michael's. I got 3 of these gray. It's a light, pretty gray. I love it. Let me see what it's called. Light gray. I'm so glad they named, I like all the names that they give these things, but when I find one that's, red, light gray, I think, yeah, that's. Hey, Teensy, welcome. Well, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it so much. This says I'm going backwards. It's hand wash, lay flat to dry. It's a medium number 4. It's 87 cotton and 13 nylon. The color is light gray. And it is loops and threads, and there's 325 yards. And each ball of yarn. And I don't see, it says to use a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. But this is a chain constructed yarn. It's not the little chainette, but it's not a plied yarn. It's like their chain plied, I guess is the correct. But I got this pretty light gray, and then flamingo, this color. It's not, this is this pretty color I like that's really not pink and not coral. It's a pinky coral color. I think it's so pretty. But I got 3 of these too. But those came in, and I got that because I've got a bunch of that yarn in the back, and I'm going to make one of the kids' blankets out of this. They've decided this year, oh, we like color, just add color to it. And I'm like, well, how do you want it made? Oh, just add color. And I'm like, okay. I'm so bad to buy, and I started trying to branch out and buy some different colors that's not just my normal palette of, I love just like teals and turquoise and aquas, and then corals and peaches and all like that. But I do like then reds and purples and the whole spectrum of those colors together. So I've been trying to branch out a little and buy a little bit of different stuff to add a little more color in everybody's lives. So, hey, Sue in Maryland. Welcome, welcome. Oh, don't worry about being late. There's no late to anything here. We're just talking. So, but I did go ahead and order some more because I've got a bunch of Line Brands Pima Cotton that I was going to make one of the blankets or throws. I'm not sure how big, if they want. I know my daughter's she wants to be sure that she can cover up completely and wrap up in hers. So, so I don't know if the others want something bigger or smaller or whatever, but I did get some more of Lime Brands Pima Cotton. And this color is Stone. It's a light gray. This is 100% Pima Cotton, machine washable and dryable. It is a medium number 4. And there's 186 yards. And I can't tell what. I think it says a J crochet hook. I'm not sure. I think it's a J is what it calls for. But this would be, hey Lisa, Lisa the Grammy scattered all the way. um, I really like this yarn. It is soft, it's fantastic, but it's a 4-weight, and I just like to crochet more with a 3 or smaller than I do 4. But making blankets, I like to use a 4-weight, so that's just fine. But I also got a couple of more of the cabaret color. And this color right here. Let me get it out and show this to y'all. I don't know how well y'all can see it. Mademoiselle is the color name, but they say online that it's a light pinkish color, but to me, that doesn't, I mean, like right now holding it up is the first time that it actually did look a little bit pinkish. I guess it's got a pinky color in it, but it's pretty, whatever color it is. I've got 3 more of these over here in my Line Brand Pima Cotton pile. But I got a few more of these to go. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Carol. Welcome, y'all. Thanks so much for being here. But those were that was my yarn I got in. I had a coupon, y'all, for Expression Fiber Arts, and they had some yarn on sale, and one of them is one that's got a little bit of linen in it. I had never seen them have the yarn I ordered. It's got a little bit of everything, I think. But I ordered a couple of skeins of that, and I'm waiting for that to come. And then I'm waiting for that other Avalon to come. But that's about all I've got going on now. It's just kind of been a slow week after I ran off, and that was one of these trips that we didn't. Mr. Knott had said sometime week before last, he was like, well, I really do wish someone would get up a trip where we could go somewhere. And I enjoy going. We've got people that we know that was in the trucking business, and then the boy man that we went to pick this truck up for is my oldest son's best friend. They went to school together. Yes, man. Oh, Marilyn, I got my hair just cut off. Oh, she does, Teresa. Shandy just had their yarn, and I ordered some a couple of months ago, and I haven't ordered any more since then. And I wanted to get up enough to make some stuff, but I think this that I ordered this time ain't gonna go with my other yarn. It was just so pretty, I had to get it. So I didn't get that much. Of course, if you buy, doesn't take much of their yarn to add up, so. But I did get some more, and it's coming. I've been watching, they have, like I showed y'all before, they have a lot of their yarn, which they call their oopsie yarn, that the color doesn't quite come out right, you know, like what they're making. If there's some little something off, then they sell that discounted, and they call it oopsie, whatever colorway it was. And I could kick myself because about 2 or 3 weeks ago, they had several different colorways that were in their Oopsie yarn, and I didn't go order it at the time that they had it. And so this time when I went, they had one of the colorways left that I wanted to get, so I got it. But hey, Noni Mae, come on in, hon. Yes, Teresa, go look at that because they'll have some that. Hey, Teresa Burke Dukes, how are you? Good evening. Come in. Aisha. I never say your name right, I'm sure, hon, but welcome and thank you for coming in. Tell Quinn, hey, Tricia, hug that little girl for me. Well, thank you, Noni. I went and just cut it off. What I was telling y'all before and didn't get through telling you, when I came home and Mr. Knott looks at my hair, I do not know what kind of hairstyle he thinks that I need. But I said, do you like it? He said, well, looks like it's just bobbed off to me. I said, it's a bob, dear. He said, you always do that. I said, how do you want it cut? Well, this time he came back with this brilliant answer. After, in 2017, when I had my third and final, hopefully, surgery on my cervical spine, they went so far up in the back of my head, I cut my hair real short before, a lot shorter than this, and it was short. And so they had to shave up part of my head. So, hey, Becky, thanks. You can be lurking all you want, hon. So as it was growing out a few months later, we were in Florida, and the surgery was the 31st of January, and we were in Florida in May. So it had grown out enough. My hair grows pretty fast. And I went to just one of the salons there and had this lady to cut my hair. Yes, it is a bob. That's what he just. So he looked this time and he said, I want it cut like that lady cut it in Florida. I said, well, sweetheart, that means, I don't have a lot. I mean, I got hair a pretty good bit, but it's short. I said, if you want it cut like it was then, it's going to cut most of my hair off. Now, do you want that? Well, I don't know. Just someone, that would cut it, and I never really have liked a bob. I said, fine, dear. 43 years of marriage, So, anyway, he'll like it in another day or two. It'll grow a little bit, and he'll go, hey, yeah, I really like your hair. Right. I get you, and that's Mr. Knott's just not ever, never happy with. Right, just don't ever. I don't know why I even talk to him about things because he's always going to say something, and then in a day or two, he's completely flipped and is saying the exact opposite. So I can't please him. Hey, Glenda, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. So good to see you. So good to see you all. I appreciate y'all all being here so very much. If y'all hadn't hit the thumbs up, I would appreciate if you would. I thought I had something else down here I was going to show y'all. I don't have any more yarn. Oh, I've got yarn. I just don't have any. I did a little cleaning up around here and was trying to find Hey, Kim, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Enid, that's. Oh, I had. This is the yarn that greenish color. This says it's a DK, but this yarn isn't a DK. I don't know. I can't pronounce the company name of that. I don't know if that's focusing right. But this is the other color I got. Now this one turned out right. It was some kind of blue, uh, Shenandoah blue. It was pretty. I loved it. But that was supposed to be daffodil. Didn't look like daffodils at all to me. So, what all are y'all making? I got you, Becky. Mr. Knott knows that, I have to. He got one woman cutting his hair one time that just made him look terrible. She would cut bangs across the front. Of course, he's always wore his hair kind of swept to the side. And so anytime that his hair used to be so thick, it's gotten so thin now, but he had just the thickest hair and just a head full of hair. But she would cut it so that it would fall and it'd be these bang looking things. So that was the only time that I had to actually, look, you've got to go to someone else or either tell her to cut your hair some other way. That's not working. Oh, great, Noni. I'd love to see that. A little girl witch amigurumi doll. That sounds pretty. Hey, Petra. Of all the names to mess up. Honey, I didn't mean to mess that up. Uh, how are you doing, Petra? I'll get in here right now. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Have I said Kinsey? Have I said hey to you tonight? Have you gotten by me while I was running my mouth? Oh, goodness, Noni. Well, good. Yes, you'll have to post her when you're finished. Oh, VJ, that rock and roll rap by Bod's beautiful. Ho ho blanket. Oh, this morning, uh, Anna called me and Hazel was eating breakfast and she still hasn't started eating since she's had the COVID. Her taste just, Anna said she knew that she just couldn't taste anything because she just didn't like anything that she usually loves. And so she don't think she's totally got her taste back yet because, and of course she's gotten this little cold now that, things aren't. But she told me that she was eating Rice Krispie treat, and her mama usually never buys anything like that for her. I bring my Rice Krispie treats over and feed them to her when I keep her. So she was happy to tell me. She said, "A Rice Krispie treat, Nana." Everything she says to me, we end with Nana. And so then she got to talking about that it was going to be Halloween, and Anna asked her, said, "What do you want to be for Halloween?" She ended up saying she wanted to be a Rice Krispie treat, and then she said a Christmas tree. Anna said, "You don't want to be a Christmas tree for Halloween? That's not right." So she said something about, said they were talking about it the other night, and Anna said she wanted to be some animal, but I forgot what she wanted to be. So Hazel popped up then and said that she wanted to be a bunny rabbit. And Anna said, "Well, that's good. I think a bunny rabbit would be great for you to be. And so Anna and I keep on talking, and we hear in the background, she's over there, and she goes, "Where's my bunny rabbit costume?" And Anna told her, said, "Well, we don't have your bunny rabbit costume yet. We haven't bought it." And she said, "We'll have to get one, later on." And Hazel said, "It will come in the mail." How great. Everything her mama buys, everything through the mail. So Hazel just thought everything comes in the mail. I thought she was so funny. But she's a mess for sure. I didn't go see her over the weekend because she had this little cold. So I thought she'll be feeling better, in a day or two, but she still got this little cold. But, oh, Hazel's a mess. She's just that little girl. Hey, Sharon, have I said hey to you? I don't think so. Well, welcome, hon. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, grandmamas, when they get to talking about their grandbabies, they can't hush. That little girl's a sight. All of my other grandkids are old. Well, they're 16, 15, and 13. Well, no, the oldest one turned 17 with the second day of September. So they're 17, 15, and 13 right now. So Hazel came along, and she's just been everybody's little play pretty. So did I miss any? I'm sure whoever I missed up here, I know I'm missed somebody. I'm sorry. I don't ever mean to miss anybody saying hey to you. Yeah, she does, Jan. Hazel kind of gets her way with her grandmama. So Hazel Dawn, well, how pretty. Uh, Brenda, I know Brenda's last name, but it's not coming to me for the minute. She told me she has a little granddaughter named Hazel also, and she's 1 year old. And I said, well, that's amazing. I had not heard of another little Hazel, but maybe Hazel's a name coming back now. Hey, Janice, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, grandmama's just... And Gina, hey, you was about to get by me up here, and I almost missed you. How are you tonight? And thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I'm sitting up kind of on the edge of my seat, and my back does bother me here, but I'm fine. Hey, Brenda and Christy, how are you? And welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Well, I wish I had more yarn to show y'all tonight, but I hope if I can ever... I did crochet on my blanket. Yeah, these mamas, need to tell their grandbabies are the best. So the old thing about, I used to think when some people would go, well, grandbabies are so great because you can give them back. But that's great. You get to have all the fun in the world with them and then let mom and daddy take them home. So, well, I think that Hazel is around here. I haven't heard any other little ones named Hazel, but there's been a lot of Hatties around here. And Mr. Knott had an aunt and an uncle, and they were two ladies that didn't get married. I won't go into calling them what we always, and it was Hattie and Hazel. And that's how Anna didn't have any thoughts whatsoever of naming her Hazel to begin with, but my oldest son told her one day after she found out it was a little girl, we were all here talking one day, and he said, well, just name her Hazel. And Anna was like, no, I'm not going to name her Hazel. And so she told her husband about it, and they couldn't decide on any other name. And Anna would, her brother-in-law said, uh, kept calling the baby not Hazel because at first her husband said, well, her name's not going to be Hazel. So she called her Hazel for 6 months after, or 5 months, however long between time when she found out it was a girl. And so she was called Hazel forever. So that was the name that stuck. And now she's called this other one Bert. And I have said, I asked her the other day about what names she was thinking of, if they have this one. And she said, well, I'm going to have to come up with something for a girl because I've called it Bert for so long, it's just going to have to be Bert. I said, Anna, are you telling me you're going to name, if it's a little boy, you're going to name him Bert? And she said, well, Mama, what else do you want me to call him? I was like, oh my goodness. So I said a long time ago that I would never fuss at my children for what they wanted to name their children, because when I was pregnant with all of mine, my mother and my mother-in-law were just, the names that we came up with, they were, no, oh goodness, you're not going to name them that, are you? So, hi Karen. Thanks so much for being here. So if she names this one, if it's a boy and she names it Bert, if hopefully, I don't know if you know about in vitro fertilization, when they take the eggs and they implant them with the sperm and it makes an embryo, they grade the embryos by, how much of a chance they feel like they'll be able to make it. And the first little one that they had, that they put in just right at the beginning, it didn't stick. So Hazel wasn't graded she was down quite a bit on the scale as far as whatever their grading system is, to whether they feel like that they have a chance to stay and become a baby. I mean, they're a baby in my opinion as soon as and Bert's chances are a little less, so we're a little worried about Bert. And evidently Anna is having some problems that she's 36 and she's right at the point of being pre-menopause, so they need to go on and have this one if they can. So but anyway, I didn't mean to get into all of that. Get to talking about everything. Yes, it is a blessing that the things that God has allowed modern medicine to do now, it's just unreal what people years ago, I think so many times, that because the problems, they had to take out Anna's fallopian tubes, so she would have never been able to have one if it wasn't. And yes, see, the Lord is in control, so that's what I've said. If they're meant to have another one, they'll have this little one. So, well, hey, Kathy, Mimi Cat do 65. How are you, hon? Those of you that didn't see my blanket, I'll show that to you again so you won't feel like you didn't see anything in this. Well, it's getting a little late. Let me show y'all that haven't seen it. This is my multicolored blanket I'm making for my daughter, Anna. And it's going to end up being several more colors to get it. I'll be using the coral and yellow and the lavender or lilac or whatever color, that purple Yes. Okay, y'all want to know who won the giveaway last week? I wrote it down, and I better have wrote it down right. For the two skeins of the Burnett, I've always called it baby yarn, the pretty coral color. There was 48 comments for the people that came back and commented on the video, and Melba, and I won't try to pronounce her last name, won for this week. She's gonna get the two beautiful coral Burnett yarn. Ta-da! And tonight, I threw it back here. I better not. I have some of this Premier wool-free lace yarn. It's beautiful colors. I don't know if y'all can see that. I was just going to leave it in the... No, I didn't open it on either side. It's sparkly, and it's... the sparkly is a red color, but it's kind of reds and pinks and lighter colors. This is... Let me tell you about it. It's a super fine number 1. It's machine washable and tumble dry. Well, where do they put? There's 448 yards. It's 88% acrylic, 7% BPT, and 5% metallic. It's a beautiful yarn, and I've got another one that I started a shawl with, and I just never did anything with it. So I thought, another one of my yarns that I loved when I bought it, and I still love it, but I just don't see. Hey, Donna Mako, and hey, Aldo. Well, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. It's, as long as you get here and say hi, I'd love to have you. But this will be for the giveaway for this week, and all you have to do to enter is come back after it goes to replay, or after you can comment down below. And hey, J Bug Creations by Julie, just call me J Bug. I can't get some things out, hon. I start talking and my tongue goes la 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 la. But the color on this is, let me tell y'all what it is. I always like the color, and I forgot what it is. Where is the color? Right there, Red Hot. I thought it was either firecracker or something red, so Red Hot. And it's beautiful. Hey, Sherry, thanks so much for being here. But this will be the yarn for next week. And Melba was here earlier. I don't know if she's still here. But Melba, you have won the two skeins of the beautiful coral yarn last week. And all you have to do to win this yarn is come back and comment when it comes back on, like I said, I believe not long after we get off here, and you can comment. The chat doesn't come up till sometime tomorrow, but since those of you that are here, just come back and comment whatever you want to comment, as long as it's nice, and you'll be entered into the giveaway for that yarn for next Monday night. I'll pick the winner. But it's right 7:30. Boy, I hit it right on the head, got through. But thank y'all all so much for being here. Y'all warm my heart and bless my heart each and every Monday night when y'all come to visit with me. I appreciate all of you so much. I appreciate those of you that are new to my channel, And I appreciate all of y'all that have been here forever. I started looking back over the weekend at some of my first videos and I thought, how pitiful. But I was reading the comments and all of the people that have been here since those very first videos and all of the ones that joined anywhere in between, y'all. I thank y'all so much. And that's why I do these giveaways. I know it's not a lot, but I want to give something back to y'all and I want to give y'all the chance to, you know, to maybe win something. And I'll keep doing them. So, y'all know I love you all. You're always in my prayers. And what you gotta do is keep coming back because I'm gonna be here as long as the good Lord lets me. And y'all know I love you all.